or Mateo. Okay, page 169. We were just looking at that and how cute it is. So there are 30 weeks in this grammar book, and we are on week 29. That's how close we are. I know, super close. So this is all about prepositions today. A preposition starts a phrase that shows the relationship between a noun or a pronoun and another word in the sentence. So they just want you to complete this crossword puzzle. This is pretty easy. It says complete the crossword puzzle by looking at the pictures below and choosing a preposition that explains the relationship between the mouse and the object in the picture. So if you look at number 1 down here, and then you can see the 1 on the crossword puzzle. It's going down. It's a big word. So what do you think, Lizzie? What is this preposition showing the mouse in relation to the tree?
Around.
Around. There you go. So then you're going to write a letter in each box like this for number 1. Around. Now you're getting some other letters. That's going to help you find the other words too. So Malia, look at number 2. What is the mouse doing in this picture? What is the preposition? And here's your number 2 starts here, ends with R. What do you think the word is? Say it
Oh,
again.
uh,
She's jumping.
mm, mm, uh,
It's a short word, it ends in R.
oh no.
You don't know?
Uh-uh.
What do you think, Lizzie?
Over.
Over. Over. O-V-E-R. See that? She's jumping over the candlestick. How about this one, Malia? Maybe you could do this one. What is the mouse doing? The mouse is going the can. What preposition would describe how the mouse is going in the can?
Um.
And this is a big word right here. This is 3.
Okay. He's. Mm,
You
mm, mm,
don't know? What is the mouse doing?
he's.
You can just explain it even if you don't use the word. What is he doing in that picture?
He's like going through the can.
You said it. You said through.
Oh.
Through is the word. You did it.
Oh.
Through. Through. That's a preposition. So through the can is a prepositional phrase. All right, number 4. What do you think, Lizzie? It's going to start with a U and end with an R. And what about number 4 in relation to the umbrella?
Under.
Yes, under. U-N. Do you see how we just fill in the letters now? U-N-D-E-R. They all fit together. Under, that's 4. Okay, back to you, Malia. What is the mouse doing here in relation to that? I don't know what that is. Piece of grass, maybe, or something, or rope.
It's going down.
Yes, down. So 5 is here. 5 and 5, they go together. So down, D-O-W-N. That is a preposition. Okay, the last two are really short words. They're only two letters. So let's look at six. It starts with an O and it has a blank there. So it's two letters. What do you think, Lizzie, for number six?
On.
On. Good. On is a preposition. And then number seven, Malia, what is that mouse doing? It's you and then a blank.
Ooh, up.
Yes, good. Up. You got it. Ta-da! That was it. That's pretty easy. Cute, huh? Those are cute pictures. I especially like the one with the umbrella. Super cute. Okay, so that's just a practice with prepositions. And like it said, those start prepositional phrases. All those different prepositions. Okay. Let's go to page 171. And then how about Lizzie read the sentence?
On Sunday, Tammy was surprised to find Johnny with his leather bag. Johnny had neatly arranged his things in it.
Nice. Arranged is just how he's organizing his bag. He's putting things in it in a certain way, in proper order. That's what arranged means. Making sure everything has a place. All right, there are six nouns. Man, that's a lot. So, Malia, what about the six nouns?
Okay. Timmy.
Yes,
Oh wait, Sunday, right?
good. Yes, Sunday.
And then Johnny,
Yes,
bag,
good.
and then Johnny again.
Yes.
Mm, uh,
One more.
is, things.
Yes, you got it. Good. Things is a thing, and a noun is a person, place, or thing, right? So it's
Oh
literally a
yeah.
thing.
Mm.
That works out. Yes. So whatever those things are, we don't know, but they're objects that he's putting in his bag. So that's a noun. Good job. One pronoun, Lizzie. Where's the pronoun?
It.
Good. It is the pronoun. And four, man, you get the big ones. Four adjectives, Malia. You're going to look before the noun. A lot of times they come before the noun, but not always. Sometimes it's after the noun.
Um, leather.
Yeah, leather is an adjective.
Mm-mm. Maybe neatly.
Neatly is going to be an ly adverb, but
Okay.
look at leather bag. And remember, sometimes the adjective tells whose. So whose, go back again, whose leather bag was it?
Is.
His. So even though his sounds like it could be a pronoun, it's functioning as an adjective here. It's telling whose bag it is. Okay. And
Mm.
then you see another one?
Oh, I'm just looking. I don't know.
Look at things. This one tells whose things that they are too.
His.
His again. And then there's one more. This time it's not before the noun, it's after, but it's going to tell about Timmy in the beginning.
Surprised.
Yes, good. You got it. Even though surprised has an ed, you might think, well, isn't that a verb if it has an ed? Sometimes it is, but in this case, it's describing Timmy. He was surprised, so that means it's an adjective. Good job. And then the ly adverb, Lizzie?
Neatly.
Good, neatly. And then Lizzie, I'm going to have you do we're going to jump down to the subject verb pairs too. So go ahead and do those.
Um, was,
Yes.
and then find.
Well, this one has two next to it. So
Oh,
two, remember, it's not functioning as a verb here. So we're going to leave that one blank.
Had.
Good.
And then is it surprised?
No, we already marked that an adjective. So even though it looks like it could be a verb, it's not. It's an adjective describing Timmy. So not that one.
With.
No, not with. There's another ed word in there.
Oh. Arranged.
There you go. Arranged. That's what he's doing, right? He's putting things in a certain order in his bag. Good. Okay, those are all the verbs. Now, who's doing these things? So there's going to be two different subjects here.
Timmy.
Timmy is one. Yeah, that's the subject.
And then Johnny.
And Johnny. Good. Nice. Okay. Now the prepositional phrases. This is for you, Malia, but remember to find, we're going to leave that one alone. So just ignore that one. That's an infinitive. Okay.
Um, um, mm, wait, there's one or two?
There's three prepositional phrases.
Oh, I didn't look. Um, in,
In, good. So what's the whole phrase?
in it.
Nice, good. That's one.
With
Good. What's the whole phrase?
his leather back.
Perfect. Good. One more.
And on Sunday.
On Sunday. Perfect. Nice job. You got it. All right. There's two openers. Lizzie, what do you think? Two different sentences here.
The first one is going to be the prepositional opener.
Okay. And what number is that one?
2.
Good. Two prepositional. What's the other one?
It is subject.
Good. Number
1.
good. One subject. Nice. Capitals, you could do that by yourself. Don't forget about Sunday. Sunday is the name of it, the day of the week. So that one needs to be capital. Timmy and Johnny. Wait, that's 1, 2, 3, 4. And Johnny again. On Sunday, Timmy, Johnny, Johnny. And then your end mark. Okie doke. So that's it for today. So remember, you can move around on this list for your homework. You don't have to go in the same order. So keep the harder ones, wait till the end, do the ones you know first. Any questions about grammar today? Okay, good. Done with that. You can get out your binders next. Okay, you were writing about how to do something. Let me get my papers here. Oh yeah, now I remember. I have yours, Lizzie, from when we talked last time. You wrote about how to take care of chickens. Yes, that was good. And then Malia, did you get a chance to write your paper yet?
No, not yet. Wait, was I not at class this week?
Oh yeah, you did. You were absent.
Oh, okay.
Did you watch the recording yet?
No, not yet. I forgot.
Okay. So what we're working on this week is called inventive writing, and it's about explaining how to do something.
Okay.
So, this last week you were supposed to write 3 body paragraphs about how to do something. So think about, let's just talk about it for a minute, Malia. What are some things you know how to do? Like maybe Do you know how to do a sport or bake cookies, or do you know how to sew or draw or make something? What are some things that you know how to do?
I know how to play softball
Play
and
softball, okay.
I know how to play volleyball
Okay.
and I know how to mm, mm, like I don't think there's more, right? Oh, I know how to draw. I like drawing.
Okay. Okay.
Um,
Do you know how
mm,
to play an instrument?
I I used to play guitar for a while.
Oh, that's cool.
Mm, and what's it? That's probably it.
Okay, that's a good list. So that's what we talked about last week, and then we decided to pick one thing. So out of all the things that you just told me, what is the one thing maybe that you know a lot about? Because you'll need to come up with 3 paragraphs to tell about it. So what do you think?
Softball.
Softball. I was gonna say softball because that was the first thing you said. So that's
Mhm.
probably so your 3 paragraphs could be about like your first paragraph could be, in fact, go ahead and get a piece of lined paper out. This is for Malia. I'm going to catch her up really quick here. Get a piece of lined paper out, Malia.
Mm.
And then I'm going to have you write softball at the top. And then you can put possible topics here. And then I'm going to have you share your paragraphs in a minute, Lizzie. Or did you finish
Um,
writing your paragraphs yet, Lizzie?
Oh, yeah, I just needed the topic clinchers.
Oh, good. Okay, so you're close. Do you want
I
to read it or do you want to wait till next week?
I can try right now,
Okay.
but when you guys are done.
Okay, so yeah, you can go ahead and pull it up and then I'll talk to Malia. Were you going to say something, Malia?
I don't know where to get my pencil. I'm gonna go get a new
Oh
one.
yeah. Okay, go get a pencil. I have to blow my nose. I'm going to mute so you don't have to hear it.
Okay.
Okay, I'm getting over a cold, so
Mm,
it's the gross phase. You know how it goes. It's like, ah. All right, go ahead and write softball and then possible topics for yours, Malia. And then what are some things that you know about softball? Like, what do you know about softball?
I guess I know how the game works. I know
Like the rules, we could put rules, right?
yeah, I know the I guess the mechanics, I don't know how you describe it. Like I know
Like,
how to hit, I know how to pitch, I know how to field. I mean, I don't know if there's I don't know.
yeah. Well, those are kind of like positions, right? If you're at
Mhm.
positions,
Mhm.
if you're at at one of the plates and you're like second base, you have a job to do, right? You have to try to catch the ball or keep that person from tagging the plate. I
Mhm.
guess we could put equipment, right? You need to know what the equipment is. Like you need to have a ball,
Yeah.
you need to have the mitts, right?
Mhm.
And a bat. And the catcher has to have a face shield or a mask.
Mhm.
Um, Positions like you mentioned, pitcher, catcher, you need a referee.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I guess I don't know. I know Mm. I guess like what to do or like what you're supposed to do.
Yeah,
Mm.
would you say that was part of the rules maybe?
Yeah, probably. But I don't know. I feel like that's it. Cause like,
Yeah,
mm,
that's okay. That works because you have three paragraphs right here. You can do a whole paragraph about the rules. So
okay.
that could be like, I'm going to put a Roman numeral 2 there. And then, well, Roman numeral 1 is going to be the introduction. So we're not counting that yet. But does it make sense to talk about the rules and then the equipment and then the positions? Or what order do you want to put these in? We'll make them into three paragraphs.
I would say the rules and then the positions and then the equipment.
Okay, so we'll do 2, 3, and then a 4 looks like that. So that way you know what paragraphs you're going to do.
Yeah.
And then underneath that, you can go ahead and build your keyword outline here. So we're just going to do Roman numeral 1, and let's just put introduction. That's what we're going to talk about today.
Yeah.
Okay, and then skip a line and do Roman numeral 2. And then let's put softball rules. Um, and what else can we put there about their rules? Maybe like how to play.
Yeah, I was gonna say that.
Like,
Or like, um, maybe, mm, not like,
we could just put play, I guess, like how to play.
yeah.
And then we're going to do 1 through 5 and clincher. And then skip a line. And then we'll do Roman numeral 3. We'll put softball again. That's the main subject. Positions and maybe like players or team. You could put team there.
Mhm.
And then we're going to do 1 through 5 again and clincher. And then a Roman numeral 4. This one's going to be, it's okay if you're still writing, softball equipment. And then you could think of another word to put there about the equipment. 1 through 5. You know what I mean by equipment, right?
Yeah. Mhm.
Okay. Oh, I forgot to put topic next to all of these. Topic. And then the very last one, I'm kind of out of space here, but I'm just going to put a 5. It's a V, and then I'm going to write the word conclusion. Because this is going to be a 5-paragraph paper, but you're starting with, last week you were supposed to do these 3 paragraphs. Today we're going to talk about the introduction and the conclusion.
Okay.
So go ahead and write all that down. And Lizzie, if you're ready, Lizzie wrote about how to raise chickens. Oh, maybe she had to step away for a minute. We'll wait till she comes back. Oh, there she is. So you can start working on this, Malia, as you think of keywords to talk about each one of these things, like the rules, like how to play, right? It's gonna try to think of some keywords here to list how to play it. And the positions. Yeah. Okay, Lizzie, let's hear yours. She wrote about raising chickens.
Okay. Raising chickens, it is important to have the right food and treats because they need proper nutrition on their diet to stay healthy. I purchased my chicken feed at Walmart. It contains corn kernels, sunflower seeds, and grain. Carefully, we choose treats like bugs, like roaches and roly-polies. I don't know what happened there.
That's okay.
We also give leftover fruits, vegetables, and plants near their cage. Our rooster, Peso Pluma, who is a beautiful buff lace polish, he loves and devours veggies, bugs, and tension and follows us when we move near the cage.
Aw.
Playfully, he pecks sometimes, either by accident or on purpose. Our hen Paloma, who is an Old English fighter, is shy but enjoys plants and especially bugs. She rarely pecks unless you're food and a bug. Taking care of their diet keeps chickens healthy and active. In the coop, making a nesting box and a roost for your chickens is simple and useful. You can use a sturdy cardboard box, which provides a safe place for laying eggs, and fill it with soft wood shavings or hay. Another option is digging a hole in the coop and adding shavings or dirt. Quickly measure leftover wood and cut it with a saw to build a roost. Then you can assemble the roost and some other wood to make a wood nesting box and secure it with nails and a hammer or a power drill. Carefully make sure if there are no sharp edges. It works well because building a proper shelter keeps chickens safe and comfortable. At night, keeping your chickens inside their coop is important because predators like coyotes, cats, and owls may attack them. Sick and young chickens, which are weaker, are especially at risk. Usually chickens should only be let outside during the day when they can roam safely and under your supervision. I had to put something else on there, not supervision, I think.
Yeah, supervision, I think that works.
Bumble-footed and egg-bound chickens can also get taken. Egg-bound chickens can only happen to hens. This condition is where a hen has an egg stuck and they need special care. The only way to know if your hen is egg-bound is if she is standing up but her bottom is down. Gently, you can place the hen in warm salt water to help her recover in a plastic box. Make sure she stays safe and does not drown. Keep her in for 20 minutes. You can stay with her if you like if you have pets around. After 20 minutes, there should be an egg in the tub. If not, she'll lay the egg later. Protecting chickens from danger helps them live longer and healthier lives.
Wow, Lizzie. Oh my goodness. Good job, Malia. Let's give her a little clap.
Thank you.
Yay. Wow, I'm impressed. That was really, really good. You gave a lot of details about chickens and how to raise them. I love that. Like you could share that to somebody who's thinking about raising chickens, that would help them. That's really cool. You did really a fantastic job. Very
Thank you.
detailed. You're welcome. I'm really impressed. And that is really good about talking about those egg-bound chickens and what you need to do for that and to wait for it and protect them. Man, I loved that. That was really good. Okay, so it sounds like the only thing you had left was really topic clinchers, but that's going to be easy. All right, so I know it's probably hard to listen to that and work on this at the same time, but did you get to write down a few things, Malia?
Yeah.
Okay, good. And then Lizzie, I see your hand there.
For the topic clinchers, if I don't have a whole sentence that has the same words at the end of the paragraph, can I just use like 3 words that is in the paragraph on the
No,
top and the bottom?
well, it has to be the first and the last sentences, but they don't have to be the same words. It could be something similar. Like if you said chicken and then hen, those would be like reflecting. So you could do that.
Uh-huh.
Does that make
Because
sense?
I don't have like a whole sentence on the top and then on the bottom that has the same words. But
Okay,
like
so are you
words.
talking about like your first paragraph?
Yeah.
Read your first sentence and your last sentence of your first paragraph.
When raising a chicken, it is important to have the right food and treats because they need proper nutrition on their diet to stay healthy.
Okay.
Taking care of their diet keeps chickens healthy and active.
Well, I heard diet and healthy.
Hmm
That's enough. It's two to three.
So those.
Yeah, diet and healthy.
So like if I don't have a whole sentence, I can just use 3 or 2 words.
I don't know what you mean by a whole sentence because the whole sentence doesn't have to be the same.
Oh, okay.
Remember how it's repeat or reflect 2 or 3 key words? So it's
hmm
just 2 or 3 words. So you've got two. You've got diet and healthy. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay, you're welcome. Okay, so let's look at, actually, let me see what time we got. I'm going to give you guys a few minutes to work because it looks like you're finishing up, Lizzie. I'll let you finish up your topic clinchers. And then Malia, you keep working on your outline here. Let me know if you need any help with that. So I'm going to give you about 4 minutes and then we'll look at the introduction and conclusion. So let me know if you need any help. Hmm. Yes, Lizzie?
Is protecting and keeping the same thing?
I would say protecting and maybe safe. Do you have safe in that
Mm,
sentence? Like keeping the, what do you have with keeping? What does it say there?
at night, keeping your chickens inside their coop is important because predators like coyotes, cats, and owls may attack them.
Yeah, I guess so. In that sentence, I think you're right. I think you can do protecting, protect, and keeping. Yeah, I would say yes. Let's do that. How far did you get, Malia, on your outline?
And the my second one of the second, like, forgot what they're called. Yeah, that one.
Down here? Okay, good. So you're getting pretty far. That's good. I'm
Mhm.
going to have you pause for a minute though. Or Lizzie, did you get a chance to finish your topic clinchers?
Yeah, I'm just trying to look for the 6 VSS because I saw it somewhere.
Oh, the VSS?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you can do that later. That's okay. That's a pretty easy one. You can add that. And that is, by the way, let's look because I know Malia, you haven't seen this one yet, but on our checklist, we have a new opener and it's called a VSS. What does it stand for, Lizzie?
Very short sentence.
Very short sentence. Okay. And how many words do you remember, Lizzie? How many words that is?
2 through 5 words.
2 through 5 words. So no more than 5 words. So it has to be a short sentence and it can be something like baseball or softball is fun. It could be something like that. 3 words. Softball is fun. It's easy. So in each paragraph, you're going to have one of those short sentences, a VSS. So on your checklist, Malia, let's write that down so you remember. Next to where it says VSS, put very short sentence. And then we're just going to put 2 to 5 words. Just write it down here so you can remember when you go to write your paragraphs, make sure you have one of those in each sentence. I mean, each sentence. That would be a funny story. One of those in each paragraph. That's what I mean. And even though it's called an opener, it's really the whole sentence. It's just short, very short sentence. Okay. Now let's look at page 149 in your stuff from your front pocket. This is week 17. Page 149 is the template for the conclusion. And then on the back of that, we'll do the introduction. So both of you have plans already with your paragraphs. So looking at your keyword outline, we're going to fill in topic A, topic B, and topic C. So basically the conclusion is going to be the very last paragraph. This would be technically paragraph 5. It's the next step in writing this. So you're going to restate the topics. If you look up here, it says write a sentence or two about each topic. Try to convey the main idea of each body paragraph. Highlight or bold the topic keywords. So topic A for Malia, you are going to write about the rules, right? That's what you're writing about, the rules and how to play. So for yours, you can put rules and maybe how play for yours, Malia. And I would just put a box around the word rules because that's the main thing you talked about in that first body paragraph. So for the introduction and the conclusion, you don't have to do topic clincher. You're only highlighting the 3 topics that you wrote about in the middle. So for yours, Lizzie, yours would say something about food and treats for topic A. Okay. And then for you, Malia, topic B, what was your next topic on your keyword outline for you, Malia?
Positions.
Positions. And players, you could put players and maybe teams, something like that. And then put a box around positions. That's the one you're going to highlight. For yours, Lizzie, you talked about making the nesting boxes in the second one. Yeah. Okay. So you would put something about that. And then Malia, what was your last body paragraph about?
It was about the equipment.
Equipment. Yep. The box around that one. And then you can decide what words you want to put with that. Like you could put like important or uniforms or something you want to mention about the equipment here. So these are going to be sentences, and it does suggest one or two sentences per topic, because you know how you need to fit in all your dress ups and everything. So you're probably going to have to add extra sentences in there to make sure you have room for all your dress ups and your openers. And then it says most significant. Okay, give me a thumbs up if you guys wrote something for topic A, topic B, and topic C. Give me a thumbs up if you have something there. Okay, good. So now, most significant, let's read what it says up here. What is the most important, most interesting, or most significant thing to remember about all that you wrote about and why? You may choose one of your topics, so you can choose one of these. Or it says choose one of your topics and tell why it is the most significant, or you may choose something that tells the importance of the entire subject. So for yours, Malia, you can pick one of these as what you think is most important about how to play softball, or you can talk about the importance of softball in general, like it's America's sport. It's kind of cool. It's like the female version of baseball, right? Yeah, so you can mention something like the most significant thing about softball is that it is America's favorite sport for women, something like that. Um, and then tell why. So you can either write out your sentences here if that helps you, or you can list some keywords here. It's up to you, but think about what's most significant or most interesting or most important about what you wrote about, and then tell why. So I'll give you a couple minutes to think about that. Let me know if you need help. So you can either write down keywords or you can write down whole sentences right here. That's okay with me. Hmm. Did you figure it out, Malia, what you're going to put here?
Is it okay if I wrote if I wrote a sentence?
Yes, yes, it is.
Okay, I put the most, because I wanted to choose one of them, like one of the topics.
Okay.
Um, and I wrote the most important thing is how to play the game because there's so many rules and fundamentals.
Oh, I like that. Yes,
Mhm.
that's a good one. Good job. That's really good. And you can underline because that is one of your dress ups. So you already have it in that sentence. That's good. How about you, Lizzie? Did you come up with one?
Yeah, I chose the most significant thing is their food, and I'm still writing the sentence. Um,
The because part?
yeah.
Yeah, okay, you can keep writing. Yeah, you can write out the sentences there. That's fine. I'll give you another minute. And if you're done with that part, Malia, you can go back to your KWO. Lizzie?
Can I also add in the because part that you have to clean up after them after they've eaten after a week?
Oh, yeah, that's a good
Okay.
way to end it. Yep.
Because I
Um,
forgot to add that.
oh,
And
you know what? Maybe that might fit better in the introduction. Um, oh, maybe because you just talked about feeding them. It's up to you. If you want to, you can put it you can either put it in the conclusion or in the introduction, the part about cleaning up after them. That's okay
okay.
with me. Either way. Mm. Okay, so go ahead and finish up what your sentence you're working on. And then we need to do the other side about the introduction. Okay, so go ahead and turn your paper over to the back on page 150. I know it sounds weird, but you guys already know this, but this is the introduction, and this happens to be the very first paragraph that people will read, but it's the last one that you work on. So it's easier that way, and that's true when you're doing all these essays to wait till the end to write the introduction, but you put it at the beginning of your paper. So in an introduction, the very first sentence is called the attention getter. We've talked about this before. So let's jump up here and see what it says. Start your introduction with a sentence that encourages your reader to continue reading. Sometimes people call it a hook sentence. Maybe you've heard that before, where it's like when you're fishing with a hook and you catch a fish and you pull it in. It's just like that with words. When you write your paper, you want to pull in that reader. You want them to go, wow, what is this about? I want to read more. So you can begin with a question, a fact or statistic, or a very short sentence, a VSS. So the question, you could think of a question about your subject. A fact or statistic, that could be just something interesting, like some random thing that's interesting that, like for you, Lizzie, about chickens. And you can either look something up, an interesting fact online that you look up, or you can make up your own interesting fact about chickens. For you, Malia, about softball, or a VSS, like even something as simple as softball is fun, or softball is entertaining. Watching softball is entertaining, or playing softball is sometimes difficult, or something like that. I'm trying to think of ideas. So what do you guys think? Do you have an idea? Do you want to do a question, a fact, or statistic, or a very short sentence? By the way, that word statistic is usually like a number. Like if you looked up, Malia, how many softball teams there are in America, you could say that like there are, uh-oh, she disappeared. I wonder if her battery died. That usually happens to her, poor thing. Anyway, a statistic for you, Lizzie, could be like how many different breeds of chickens there are. You could look that up and use that as your first sentence. But so what do you think? Do you have an idea?
Yeah, I'm doing a question.
A question. What's your question?
Ever thought of having chickens?
Good. You probably need the word have. So have you ever thought of raising chickens? That probably would be a little clearer because you don't have to make it a VSS. It can be a regular sentence. So have you ever thought of raising chickens? I like it. Good. So you got your attention getter. It's okay to write the whole sentence here if you want. And then background. Background is tell your reader that what the subject of the composition is about by making a general statement about the subject. Oops, here she comes back. Then provide background information you think would be interesting or important. The background information should flow into the introduction of the topics. Did your battery die again? Is that what happened?
Yeah, I need to remember to charge it before, like at night. I always forget.
Yeah. You disappeared and I was like, oh, I bet her battery died. It's okay. We were just talking about the attention getter. So Lizzie's going to use a question. So do you know what you're going to use, Malia, for your attention getter? You can use a question or a VSS or a fact from online. Like how many, I think that's what we were talking about when you left. How many softball teams are there in America? That would be an interesting fact.
Yeah, I think, yeah, I'll use a question.
A question, okay.
Mm-hmm.
You can write it down if you have an idea, or you can think about it later. But that's what your attention getter is. That's the very first sentence of your introduction, okay?
Okay.
And then the background, we were just talking about, it could be even like a background about your experience raising chickens, Lizzie. So you could say something like, I was blank years old when I got my first chicken, something like that. Some background information about how you know about chickens, okay? And I know you've mentioned the breeds. That's pretty cool, and that's interesting. That would be good background information, or Do you have an idea of what you want to put there, Lizzie? Yeah? Okay. So you can write sentences here. You'll have to write kind of tiny. Or you can just use some keywords if you want to use keywords there. But go ahead and write down, like for you, Malia, do you play softball?
Yeah, I do.
Okay, so you could write like how old you were when you first started playing.
Yeah. So like for the question, like
Mhm.
we like ask a question to like start a sentence. Is that like what you
Yeah,
mean?
yeah, it's like the very first sentence of your paper. So something to help your whoever's reading your paper to want to know more. Like Lizzie's question is going to be, have you ever wanted to raise chickens or something like that? So you could say, have you ever thought about playing softball? Although I think thought is a banned word, isn't it? It is. So have you ever dreamed about playing softball?
Hmm.
Or do you know what softball is? That could be a question. Or something to get the reader interested in reading.
Okay.
You have an idea of one?
Maybe like probably have you ever wondered how to play softball?
Have you ever wondered how to play softball? I like it. Yep,
Mm.
I would write that down. And then background can be something interesting, and it could be something personal, because in this paper you can use I or you. It doesn't matter. This is about how to do something. So you can write about, I first started playing softball when I was 8 years old or whatever, however old you were. Um, and you could even talk about the name of your team. That would be kind of cool, and where you play, a little bit of background about yourself here and softball. And then I looked at the time we have to go, but topic A, topic B, topic C are going to be the same as they were in the conclusion. So for yours, Malia, topic A was rules, B was positions, and then C was equipment. And remember, you're going to word it a little differently. You can use the same words, like the same keyword for each of those, but make your sentence different so it's not exactly the same as the conclusion. Okay? Word it a little bit differently, but make sure like you put a box around those words that you want to highlight in the paragraph, because you're going to highlight those words in the paragraph instead of the topic clincher for the introduction and conclusion. Okay, and think about it as a way of introducing the topics here because it's the first paragraph. Yes, Lizzie?
So I already wrote the background. Can I also add like the first time he crowed?
Yes, that would be cute.
It was also the same day we got him.
Oh, that's so cute. He was
Uh-huh.
like, I'm home. That's cute. Yeah, I would put that. That's interesting and that's fun to talk about. Yeah, and one thing I don't know if you talked about was like the differences between hens and roosters. You could add that somewhere too. Okay, so do you both know what you're going to write about now for your introduction and your conclusion? Okay, good. So you have more to do, Malia. You got to catch up, okay? Because you're going to end up writing all 5 paragraphs. And Lizzie, you're going to end up writing your introduction and conclusion. So you're going to add 2 more, so you'll turn in all 5 at the same time. Yes, Lizzie?
So the introduction is in the first paragraph, and then the conclusion, where is it?
So you see how next to this it says, under introduction, it says Roman numeral 1 right here?
Mm-hmm.
If you turn it over and look at the conclusion, it has Roman numeral 5 here.
Oh.
So this is your 5th paragraph. So remember like how
Okay.
I was showing you here, if you look at your keyword outline, so number 1 is your introduction, that's the first paragraph. And then number 5 down here is your conclusion, that's your last. So you'll turn in all 5. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay, good. All right, you guys, good job today. Woohoo! I'll see you next week. Have a good one.
Bye.
Bye. See you next week.